Hello everyone and welcome back to Mordheim Madness Season 1. My name is Karond and we are here in the playoffs of the first season. Looking at the winner's bracket and round 1 of the winner's bracket. We're gonna see Markuskein take on Uddhava. We're gonna follow this game from Markuskein's perspective. He's gonna play as the Skaven, Uddhava is gonna play as the Mercenaries. You can see that both of them have won their groups pretty comfortably. That's why they are in the winner's bracket. And remember, the winner's bracket means that if you do lose your game here in the playoffs, you are not out of the tournament. You simply go down to the loser's bracket, where any game that you lose there is going to make you drop out. I hear that they're just about to start, so let's just wish both of the players good luck and hope we see a very interesting game. Alright, here we are, Markuskein against Uddhava. Both warbands deploy at opposite ends of the map and prepare to face each other. It says Merchant's Quarter is actually the Quayside. Gonna see what they are bringing here. You can see that the rating there was extremely close to one another, just 29 difference. Even the morale here is very similar to one another, 222 to 207. And they do start fairly off from each other. If you remember, we had a game here earlier with Valentine against Chris Cardiac on this map in this exact deployment. Gonna skip ahead on the deployment phase here. And that was the deployment. So you can see here that we are watching this game from Markuskein's perspective, and he's brought a Globadier, 2 Black Skaven, a Doomweaver, an Assassin Leader, and 5 very tanky Warp Guards. And in the previous game that we did see on this map and this deployment with Chris Cardiac and Valentine, it became much of a standoff where no party really didn't go anywhere. And we'll see if we get to see this here as well. We do know that Uddhava brings a sort of heavy ranged compartment to his warband. Also some very interesting units, as you have no doubt picked up from the earlier games with him. But it's gonna be nice to see what happens there, and I especially think it's nice that this game finally gets underway. Both of these players have delayed this game for a long time, and it's the last game in the winner's bracket to be played here from the first round. And it's even worse than that. It's gotten so far, this delayed game, that they've actually held up every single game in the tournament. They're just waiting for this game to be played. So finally we do see them. Enriched globe here. Yeah, you should have already used that on your other... Yeah, why are you... It doesn't actually do anything like that. You have to actually throw it on someone. That was just very, very odd. Because I think you can actually see that on the minimap. Not that it's too much of a giveaway here for our dear friend Uddhava. But still, just... don't know what that was about. No Overwatch either. Quick turns, we see a unit here that's been delayed. I think we know from previous experiences that's most likely to be the Warlock that Uddhava has going for him. Whoever loses this game is going to fall down and take on... who is it? It's Slavier. Whoever loses here gets to take on Slavier, and the winner here goes to take on Talon. And I think that both of these players, whoever they end up facing, will be underdogs in those respective games. So it's really important to win this one. As if you do lose against Slavier, you're out of the tournament. It's an interesting take here by Markuskein. I kind of like this, you know. He's yeah, he can't stay there. He will. Yeah, that's a point where he could be shot at by the warlock, for instance. Needs to be very careful about what he does here. But he's trying to advance, and he's very close to Uddhava's front line here, particularly that marksman that we did see in on the minimap. The initiative ladder is very jumbled up between the two players. Gonna bring a lot of back and forth play here. See if any of them has any initiative tricks with them. Def Unkimov not moving whatsoever. There we go. He could set up an Idol of Change near the Globadier here to have a good vantage point for the next round, where he can just go into the Idol of Change and then just start pouring spells onto the opponent. You can see that he has the Idol of Change mastered, and most Doomweavers tend to have that. He can even... Can he reach someone? Yeah, he can. He can reach Hedge. Wow. Yeah, he needs to do something fast here. Come on. 1540. You could have thrown 2 Burning Bloods there. Good lord. Oh. Yeah. Just needs to be faster. Wow. Flare. Minus 35% casting chance now. And he damages his own idol. Alright. Yeah, was just waiting to see if he would have become stunned there. He had a 80% chance to succeed at that, and he did. Markuskein is typing to us here saying that idol is bugged. But yeah, I don't know. What was bugged about it? Need to keep moving faster. Like, Markuskein is one of those players that complains about the time, but as you saw here in the beginning, like, he wasted a lot of time just not doing anything. He needs to start thinking whenever it is Uddhava's turn here and figure out what he's gonna do with the units. Because that was just, what did he do? 10-15 seconds just standing there before he even got to move? It was like he was AFK. Bit of a wasted opportunity. On the other hand, it might have been that, yes, this warrior is nice damage because he only has 280 wounds, which is alarming, but it's very high probability here that Uddhava is bringing a warrior priest yet again, and he would have just healed him up. Gonna see what happens here next. Gonna be interesting to see what the warp guards do here. They need to sort of protect the line. You can see that Markuskein loves building them exceptionally tanky, so lots of hit points and lots of armor, which is not necessarily super good in melee compared to just melee resistance and decent wounds, like for example what Talon is building, but it is much better against shooting, and even in some cases against magic as well, because you have more hit points. And that's something that people love to bring a lot of, both magic and shooting. So why not? Still haven't had first blood drawn here, but we could have had, and we might have soon. Let's see how aggressive Uddhava wants to be when the next turn is coming up. This is not it doesn't seem like it will develop like a Chris Cardiac versus Valentine game, which we're very thankful for. You saw that? It was just 17 seconds before he started moving this character. So, I don't know. Need to be more time efficient. Especially if he's running out of time on certain units. Well, it could still be shot here, and then Uddhava just retreats back. I think he's gonna do something like this with his Warlock. Going for it, casting 3 or 4 lightnings. And then moving back, because he's within range of doing that. Just let his superior armor tell. It's so funny that burning blood was used on the idol. I don't know. I just find that funny. No, it's not a good ambush angle. Remember that when your ambush angle is when you have this character area in front of you, you don't actually pass by it to go into an ambush. So all of that space behind it, that area of the Doom Weaver, is not going to be used. A little bit of damage, so that is first blood. Markuskein. Let's see here, we are about to see the end of the very first turn. Armor of Righteousness, yes. Targeted on the warrior, then we know there is a warrior priest nearby. When it comes to warrior priest, they tend to have 3 spells and then nothing else really. Which is Armor of Righteousness, Deny the Heretic, and of course Healing Hand. There are some other good spells, they have lots of good spells available to them. But those are the ones that people tend to pick. Would have been interesting to see someone else that was not assassinated.
A new round has started.
I don't know. On the other hand, the henchmen, the warp guards here, they are built to withstand quite a lot of punishment from range, but you can also have a sorcerer and throwing out that enshrouding mist to really kill any kind of hit chance that someone would have in melee. Okay, here we go. In range, I mean. Here we go, the warlock is going out, he's gonna throw 3 to 4 lightnings, and yeah, that warp guard does seem like he will be in the firing. A prime position to be fired at? No? And then the warlock is gonna pull back. Oh, maybe nothing happens, maybe he just pulls back then, huh? Without doing anything. Searching for somewhere where he could cast, but What will be the objective here for Uddhava? Can the warlock actually shoot at the warrior? It's possible. Yeah, Kinesh was definitely shoot at the idol, but not sure he wants that. The warrior seems to be in sort of a line of sight here. Still not within firing distance, I think. Where is this warrior? Oh, he did. Ah, it's still the idol of change. Trying to walk around her, see if he can find a shooting angle, but the problem is that he doesn't really know where the warrior. Oh, there he is. There he is. This could be a good poison cloud. Yeah, why not? That was an even better position, I like that. Doing a little bit of damage here. Thought he would be under cover. I can't see anything. Maybe throw another one of those poison clouds, huh? Can't do much else. It's just a tiny level of damage. They don't even stack these. Poison resistance 50 out of 28, so it didn't take any more damage here. And 18 damage. Yeah, you need to move away here. I think that Uddhava, if he's playing with the same team as he has here, then he's gonna have a very sort of speedy team with some units, and they could definitely get to that Globadier, and you cannot disengage from that. Yeah. Yeah, he needs to protect the Globadier here. I think the Globadier is in an awkward position. Just gonna see what Uddhava will do. Alright, so Earwigs here moved forward quite a bit and was hoping to get into a good vantage point where we could use this fantastic movement here to get into some vulnerable target. We will see, we will see. He could potentially go in against the warrior and then move back. Let's do 2 attacks. Against the the warrior here is in. We'll do 2 counterattacks then. Could also go the long way around. Yeah, that's true. Just to be careful here so he's not seen, because if he's seen here from the wagon, yeah, that's good. It's also an indication here because you see that. Yeah, that's. Oh wow, no, that's triggered on the minimap. I don't know if Uddhava is watching that, but hopefully it's then he knows exactly where that is. What I was saying was that you saw the 4 icons here with a question mark. They were still the same as when Markuskein passed by here. An indication that he was not seen by Uddhava. Otherwise there might have been another icon showing up of some other ones that saw him. Yeah. Wow, that's such a heavy penalty, minus 25% melee hit chance. Good lord, for 3 turns? That's definitely crippling him. Is the warrior taking a step forward or a step back? Most likely back. Doomweaver's turn. Skipped ahead a little bit on one of the turns here. Doomweaver's gonna be important. He's gonna wait until he gets rid of Flare here, but because he has magical damage and then he can fire it sort of any angle. He just needs to see the little tiny little bit of his opponent, and then he can start doing damage already. Wow, the marksman is actually relatively close by here. He's gonna do a sneaky. Ooh, here we go. This could be a good position. Yeah, with the black Skaven just going right in there, trapping these two. Draw to concentration. Well, let's see if he runs out of time now. That's the main thing here. 25 seconds. 25 seconds. And he gets flare. Wow. Yeah, unlucky. Cast something. There we go. Burning blood. And overload. So just again. Is the marksman here within the circle of Idol of Change? If he is, he actually doesn't take any damage in the subsequent turn. I think the effect on him that we saw, the visual, indicates that he's just barely outside of it. Well, the fight is underway, and it's gonna be a quick fight now. They're both gonna commit really hard to this, I think. Especially if one or two of the black Skaven goes in here. And why wouldn't they? They can probably kill off that marksman, and then they could pull back if they wanted to. Yes, prior to everyone else arriving to the scene. Have to be careful of this quick bend here. He does a lot of damage if he's let loose. Well, both of the black Skavens are a bit away here, but I know that they can reach. Trying to maximize the movement he gets there. You can see how he's moving within the circle. And Poison Cloud biting him back. Is he in an ambush stance? No, he's not. It's always like this, isn't it? Like you throw down a firebomb, you throw down a poison cloud, and eventually it ends up being you who take most of the damage from it. Okay, I don't mind this. Circling around on Hedge here. Wow, Hedge has taken a bit of damage from the poison clouds. Can do Black Hunger here and just kill off Hedge instead. Well, he's running out of time as usual. Succeed at the fear test, that's good. Doesn't have too much of a chance to hit, still uses Black Hunger. Wow, the Black Hunger only does 27 damage here. Wow. This is where you want to use Idol of Change, because you can nullify the effect of Arm of Righteousness, and it's so... Doomweavers are becoming more and more important in PvP, I think, since a lot of people, especially all of the Order warbands, focus a lot on magic, especially from the Warrior Priest and also the Wolf Priest. And if you do have Warlocks and Purifiers and Matriarchs, you're gonna use magic for them as well. So there's a lot of magic going around. Buffs and debuffs and medical damage. Does he want to go into that warrior with something else? He's looking to reach blend here, the marksman, but if he does that, he needs to go through the poison cloud, and then he's gonna be set upon by the champion and most likely the warlock, and he might die. And he can sneak around this. Yeah, wow. Got quite a bit of damage there taken on him. That really hurt. That really hurt. 33 damage. Wow. Ouch. It's gonna be 2 poison effects, by the way, so it's gonna lead to that. Yeah, he might die here from the burning blood now. How many wounds does he have left? Still uses adrenaline rush to make sure that he dies. Alright. Gonna see a 1-0 lead here. Yeah, he knows he's dead, but where would he go? Yeah, don't go. If you go back to the poison cloud, it's gonna hurt you. Oh wow, went in an ambush. Yeah, I'm fearing a little bit for this Black Skaven here. With another poor name. Even though Markuskein has a 1-0 lead here, I think that Uddhava is actually in a slightly better position with the engage. That poison cloud is really gonna deter any more of Markuskein's units from going through. The warrior can probably handle himself against the Black Skaven, and this Black Skaven is not going to be long for this world as soon as the warlock comes in here and starts doing a lot of damage. I think the warlock should finish him. I'm gonna see a champion go in here as well, I think. Would be interesting if you can get someone to go by this warrior. Maybe, I don't know if the Black Skaven is blocking the entire path, but get someone to engage the Doom Weaver would have been cool. Yeah, defensive stance too. And if Uddhava did pay any attention whatsoever on the minimap, he could also go down back to his wagon with 1 or 2 units and finish off that pesky assassin leader. But that's the key thing here. That's why you always check the minimap, because we saw the trap going off right near his wagon. He knows there's a unit there if he did check, and if he did not, well, that's a very big missed opportunity. And it could cost him. If Uddhava actually engages with most of his melee units here, have the squish units in the back, then that assassin coming in from behind could do a lot of damage. Gonna see here, still have 3 more units of Uddhavas here to move. An all alone check will at least be par for the course here. The Black Skaven. Oh, we see combat savvy here. Very nice skill. Bit underused skill. It's nice seeing it in action. It's nice seeing all of these new skills. I think Uddhava is the most. In this particular tournament, I would say that Uddhava is the most innovative player, because he's brought more new tactics to the meta and game than any other player. I'm not saying they are very good tactics, I'm not saying they're gonna change the meta in one way, but I'm saying that they are interesting takes on different skills and runes or enchantments in combination with the build themselves. Particularly referring to a certain champion that's gonna come up here afterwards with a halberd. It's more of a hit and run character. It's kind of fun to see. Yeah, I could get in here with something else against that Black Skaven, do a bit more damage. I mean, he has no stance. It's all about circumventing this poison cloud. Didn't quite make it. What about Sword. Okay. Can I go in there without... Okay, so you... Oh, is that really worth it? I hope it is. 2 poison ticks. You see the hit and run being in effect. He's gonna disengage now, but he needs to be wary to not run into the poison cloud again. Don't run into the poison cloud again. Don't run into the poison cloud again. Are you listening, Uddhava? Uddhava, don't run into the poison cloud. He runs into... Oh. Well, it's lucky for him that he succeeded on both of them, but I think that's 4 ticks now. I think that's 4 ticks. It's gonna be so hurt. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Might just be 2, but I think that might be 4 ticks. 4 poison ticks, so 4 intervals of damage on him. Well, he's a cool guy, Corporal Kalamekar. Probably want to produce his own all alone checks here and even nullify one of them on the Black Skaven before the Black Skaven is gonna be dead anyway. He's not gonna be able to take an all alone test. The Warlock is gonna go and kill him. But here you could... Oh no, wait. Lost 1 red pill. It's not in an ambush. You could lock him down and then go after the most squishy targets with other warp guards. Wow, did you see? You see the marksman there? He's right up against the wall. He's also a perfect target. He's pinned down here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Running out of time. Please do something, Marcus. Yeah, yes, pin him down. It's a good choice. Very good choice. And adrenaline rush, right? Doing a little bit of damage. Good. The most important part is, anyway, just pinning him down. 1 henchman for 1 henchman. And since Markuskein has a slight numerical advantage right now, it's going to pay off very soon. Now, avoid the heretic here if you can. Don't be as careless as before. Still entering the heretic. I could see that this guy has a helmet, so he might not have good all alone stats. Might be good if a Markuskein to go in. Yeah. Succeeded the fear test, that was good. Not so high of a chance of hitting, but that's okay. If he does fail, he's all alone. It's gonna get some more hits, and he might run back to the poison cloud as well, so he might start killing himself. And the good thing about that move, by the way, with Markuskein, is that you saw how you could get in on a flank on the Black Skaven who was engaged with that warrior, but now you cannot. Since the warrior's character aura is taking up all of the space available for the flank. So at least that Black Skaven is pretty safe, even if the other one is going to go down here as soon as the next turn starts. He's a bit too far away here to do much. It's going to be an interesting turn for the Doomweaver when it does come up in the next turn. Because it can use Spiteful Manifestation, and it does stack with itself, so you can lower 20% armor with some extra damage, and then lower it to 20% armor more, and so far. It's also gonna be cool to see whatever this assassin can do. Because it seems like Uddhava is not prepared for it. Although, have we actually seen the leader here? Let's see, we've seen... Oh wait, isn't that the leader, the other champion here? No, it's not. There he is, yeah, okay, so it's a warrior priest. Yeah, he's not ready for this, and it's good to get some warp guards here to. Oh wow, that's a good oil bomb. Kind of like that. I can hit all three of them, but it doesn't matter. You hit your own guy. Oh, you can actually avoid that. Cool. So do that. Especially since the assassin can go in there, take. Why? And 2 ticks as well. And you're running out of time now to throw the bomb. Throw it. Well, 3-0 to Markuskein on running out of time at this point in the game. It's just so undecisive. Yes, he had the opportunity to throw it, just throw it. I'm gonna run into another Knight Heretic here, but... Oh, okay, yeah, it's nice that he gets the warp guards here to the front, even if you don't engage anything. I will tell you why, because the assassin is gonna come from the behind, and whoever he engages is gonna be damaged by half health or maybe or something like that. But he will be alone, and he could get swarmed by, for example, both of the warrior priests, and then having one unit come in and helping out will be crucial to make sure the assassin can live here. So he could probably go and take out the idol, get some extra movement, and then he can move forward. And his ideal target is going to be the warlock here. The warlock is a perfect target. He's not buffed with Armor of Righteousness, there's no need. He's the furthest one in the back, and it might be likely here that Uddhava does use Master Adrenaline Rush, which means that his warlock has 280 wounds, minus 60, 220. So he could take a lot of damage here. Yeah, careful of the poison cloud. Probably looking to put down another Deny the Heretic area here somewhere, and that would be really good to do, because if you run from... Oh, enter another poison. Why? And another one. That's gonna be two poison ticks, and he's running out of time and he hasn't actually done anything useful. 4 seconds. He's gonna kill this unit off instead of... There we go. So 1-1. Well, at least he did something. But I don't like taking the 2 poison ticks here. Like, that's not worth it. Managed to get in a Prayer of Absolution, which he failed.
A new round has started.
So 1-1, slight advantage to Uddhava, but I really don't like all of the poison ticks that he's gonna take. It's so unnecessary. He needs to lay down more Deny the Heretics, because as I was about to say, if you run from one Deny the Heretic to another one, you lose 1 red pill for each. Oh, failed the lightning strike here, alright. So he could get in on the other black scale. Interesting. Might see Master Adrenaline Rush here for a 4th lightning strike. Let's see. Something that Uddhava has done in the past, yeah. He's gonna do that, he's gonna pull back, so now he only has 220 wounds, and I think that's something that the assassin could definitely inflict upon him when he moves back. If he wanted to, he could have been a little bit of a bastard here, you know? And you see the Idol of Change? It works for the Warlock, so he could have gone in there and cast the lightning strikes at 2 red pills each, and he wouldn't have actually had to take this damage. Wow, dumbfounded. That hurts. That means stupidity. Unless he's in melee. Another combat savvy. Yeah, so he could have done that, and I think that would have been a kind of neat move, but then he wouldn't have been able to target the Black Skaven, probably. Would have probably had to face someone else, but I think, for example, the Doomweaver moved out of the Idol of Change area, did he not? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. You can easily check that on the minimap and make that as an informed choice for you. Go and lock down the Doomweaver, like he's not gonna have much in the way of targets here if you lock him down. He's right up against the wall too. It's a good idea to lock him down. Doomweaver casting spell down. Why? Unless he did engage there, but it didn't seem like it. Still an even game, it could go either way. I'm sorry to say, but I don't really like any of these players' positions right now. Markuskein has lost a hero, Uddhava has lost a henchman, but many deny the heretics, and the poison clouds are hurting both players. Yeah, it's not looking too great. Could be a good target actually. Make sure that you can free up that warp guard a little bit sooner. You see the Warlock is in the back. Far back as possible. Just narrowly avoided the Night Heretic. I think that's a decent choice, sure. I mean, you're not doing much damage since it seems like this unit is not equipped with... Oh wow, that's cool. Survived with the stun resistance, is also lucky. But the warrior priests can never heal themselves, but there are 2 warrior priests here, so they could heal each other. And they might do that when the video comes out. Might heal up Mole Share. Wow, lucky with the stun resistances. Very lucky. That's a pretty decent critical hit chance. You can see that there's plus 4% from Sharpshooter coming up. Let's bring up that skill, you can see it. There it is, plus 4%. It keeps on stacking up for the attacker in question. And it's good. Just gonna make sure that he's not being targeted. Cannot do anything about that. Just gonna see. See how powerful it is just to pin someone down. They do painful damage, and I really feel like he should have pinned down the Doomweaver here. I do feel that he should have done that. It's going into sidestep, but it's not gonna solve anything. Okay, here we go. Big surprise for the Warlock is coming in. Hello, Warlock. I see that you're exposed. 310 wounds. Okay, so you had a little bit more, but I think it's gonna. Remember that he's going to take. Yeah, well played and well played. Like, it's not super well played since you had the chance to see this coming. And you ignored it. I can do a lot of damage to the Warlock. Should focus down on the Warlock here. Use Black Hunger. Oh. Why? I don't get this. You have Adrenaline Rush. Why don't elect to do more damage? Just master the insult and charge in. But alright. He's gonna take no damage by this. And remember that Quick Bend is gonna take 60 damage as the turn starts. Oh wow, yeah, that's really hurtful. Oh, and another 94. He might actually be dead here. How many wounds does he have? Pretty good critical hit chance by this character. And of course the Warlock is the prime target because they never take Resilient. They always take 12 toughness. Every player that builds them does that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Alright, so we are seeing Adrenaline Rush. And a lucky hit here for 43% chance. Alright. This was a mistake, not... So at least Doomweaver here was within the Idol of Change. We debated that. Has 3 targets here that he could pump damage into. And why not use blood here? Doing damage to all 3 instead. You see that Doomweaver... you had the Idol of Change. Instead you're gonna go into the Night of Heretic, aren't you? To lose another red pill. Yeah, what can I say? I mean, you were in Idol of Change. Should have used that. If you're gonna do disengage, you're gonna jump into the Night of Heretic. Another poor choice. Going to jump into the Night of Heretic. Going to jump into Poison Cloud. Could have hit all 3 of these within the Idol of Change. For a cheaper cost, then yeah. you have to say it's such bad luck here, I think, for Markuskein in this regard, that he keeps hitting the damn flare on every spell that he casts. Yeah, the healing might be worth it here. Hedge is gonna run out next turn on his Arm of Righteousness. If it's not only good... Actually, you might want to just delay here. You know, Hedge has done his turn, and it could be that this Warrior Priest leader is the one that casts the spell. In case if you delay here, you can still attack. But he will have 20% less armor. Let's see if Markuskein realizes that and wants to check that. Because he's safe here. Just delay. Just delay. Come on, Markuskein. There we go. Good choice. Good tactical choice. Showing why Markuskein does sometimes does things that makes him get ahead and win games. Good choice. See Fiddler here taking some hits. Don't go into the Poison Cloud, so you'll take even more hits. That was probably from exhaustion and adrenaline rush, by the way. Oh, wow! And he goes into 3 points. Good lord, into a character that has full wounds and he does attack into him. Uddhava is just, he's begging to lose this game, I think. It's... why? Why? And another damage tick here by Adrenaline Rush. Will happen next time. At least that paid off, but it was not a worthwhile effort. Like, you do 28 damage for 30 damage with a 58% chance to even land that damage. Not a good choice. So Hedge might have lost his 70% armor now. Gonna make him a much easier target to kill. Where do you want to go from here? You might want to heal up your other warrior priest, no? Okay, choosing the warlock here. What do you want to do here? Problem with the healing hand is that you have to get really close because its range is only 3 meters without anything else. Another Deny the Heretic here, alright. Seems to be the normal Deny the Heretic, by the way. It will only last for 1 turn. But at least it targeted gonna lose. Wow! Really? Letting this lowly warp guard tie up 2 characters? Oh yeah, you know his Web of Steel doesn't matter. You know he's gonna target the marksman. Yeah, focusing on the assassin leader here maybe. It's not too often we see Bond of Ruin in action. You can see the 95% chance to deal with assault. Oh, I took quite a bit of damage from that. Doomweaver MVP. Alright, here we go. You see that the damage just quickly rose quite a bit here. See if we can hit a few hits here. So it actually counts for something. 2 hits so far, only 56% hit chance, but it's nice. Wow, that's so lucky. So lucky. 8% chance for that, and he hits with everything. Yeah, it's very lucky here from Markuskein. And yeah, it's gonna be taking a little bit of a lead here right now. Don't go into a poison cloud. Please, you're almost dead. Lost half of your wounds here. Ran out of time for a 4th time. Well, at least it didn't stack then. You can see that there was only 1 tick here on Corporum Kalamekar. Wow, that was so good. 140 critical damage. Whoa. 50% lucky here that he succeeded at the stun test, but good lord, that is really powerful. That is a very nice move. And that evens it out again. So 1 hero and 1 leader dead for Markuskein. 1 hero and 1 henchman dead for Uddhava. You can see that it's a bit closer here with the morale right now, 174 to 169. They're still gonna have to take quite a few losses, which is why these poison globes will matter eventually, because the more damage you do take, it's gonna be adding it up, and you want to have more, yeah, trying to avoid and that's actually pretty nice, I think. See if one of these units go in there and help prevent the all alone. I might actually just go for the Warlock if you can reach him. Should be able to. I think you can navigate this. Yeah, who cares about the Knight Heretic? You can't get past that anyway. Let's go in there, take one red pill loss and then go in. Oh wait, is the Werpriest actually blocking the entire path? I'll do that. Wow. Yeah. Isn't that the one that takes away melee resistance? Melee resistance, right? Will be easy to hit. Denying the all alone. Failed the parry. Not great for him. Antitoxin, huh? That's a pretty odd choice for a warp card to be carrying around. Great that he resisted that poison cloud here. I'm gonna be focusing on the champion, I think is the best target. The oil bomb is nice. But using the Black Hunger means that he's not going to use the oil bomb, otherwise it would have been a sort of a waste. Focusing down. This is unfortunate for Uddhava because that Halberd champion is more of a hit and run away to safety kind of character, and now that he's the focal point here of 2 Walkers attacks, he might, or even 3 here shortly, he might take too much damage and die. It's going to be hemmed in here now. And that does effectively protect against going after the Warlock, which is precisely what he wanted. Damage. Nice dodge. Wondering what the other champion will do. He needs to go around it. Somewhere here. Nice stun resistance check. Could be really close. It's gonna be a bloody affair this. You can just feel it, you know, like a 7-5 or something. Moses is gonna take damage here, so if you go into him and do a little bit of damage, he's gonna die from the burning blood. That might be worthwhile. Yeah, he's regretting these poison clouds. No, that's so unnecessary. It's unnecessary to take that damage. I don't like that. Why? And he's gonna die now. He's gonna die. You don't need... Single attack was all that was needed. Yeah, I could use delay here. That's probably better. That way you can get into the sidestepping flagellant. Picker is a no-brainer for a choice, as said. Remember that the Warrior Priest is a master web of steel. It's surprising that Picker is just wearing and having a dagger, and I would be not too surprised to see. Oh, I see another kill here. Not too surprised to know if that's actually a white dagger, and that Uddhava did not properly prepare all of his secondary slots. You get this little indication of that because, oh yeah, but you don't need to charge, he's in sidestep. You don't need to attack either because he's gonna hit you back and do damage necessary. That was lucky for you, but still, oh, don't adrenaline
A new round has started.
Coming up here, what can you do for the 7 red pills? Time to start doing some damage. It's nice that he succeeded at stability test list. Wow, he's having such bad luck. He's focusing on bigger stickers here, but he's missing the chance here with lightnings. Does he want to take more damage? Do another one? He has 1 red pill left remaining right now. Yeah, he wants to. Key here will be to be out of sight then. Imagine if he had hit with the first lightning strike, he might have killed this guy. Maybe not in this turn, but he probably has some sort of poison cloud effect on him anyway, so he might have died. Good hits, sort of. Doesn't have perforation on that flail. It's gonna be key here for Markuskein to produce a lot of damage now. If he because he probably needs to kill something here to just make sure that there is no hope for Uddhava to come back in this game. Gonna see what he can do. Gonna look for the marksman now. Yeah. Lost a red pill, is needlessly going to deny the heretic. Lost half of his turn already. Still haven't shot. There we go. Higher chance to get it filled there, that's true, but that's a good shot. I like that. I like that. Well, I didn't like that he missed, but I like the character that he's focusing on. It's good to focus on a hero that's easy to hit and you can do a lot of damage on. Could have fired once more if he hadn't wanted to deny the heretic. He still can. He can just use adrenaline rush. I think he has it. No? Yeah. Gonna do that before the time runs out. Here we go. Idol of Change is gone. Does he wants to put down another one? You could hit a lot of people with the Spiteful Manifestation. Too bad you're still stuck on Flare, as you have been almost the entire game. Yeah, you have been on the entire game, with the exception of the very first turn. I would have gone for Corporal Column Macard. He would have died anyway. It's better to go for someone that's heavily armed and that you have trouble actually damaging right now. And I think the Spiteful Manifestation on 3 targets, the marksman here would have been a perfect choice. Some budding blood here on 1 unit is difficult to hurt. You can see how the Idol of Change is overlapping with the Neither Heretic, making sure that Neither Heretic doesn't have an effect. Wow. Yeah. One more Lightning Blast would have actually killed him, so it was a bit unlucky. I had an 85% chance to pull that off. Uddhava didn't do that. Biggest Stickers is back in action, and here he comes. Looks like a very tasty target here to go into. That warrior, yes. See if he's a little bit lucky here. Hitting again. He has had a bit more luck, I think, Markuskein in this game. But nothing that's extremely decisive for the game, how it turns out. Yeah, probably wants to put himself in a situation here where he cannot be targeted by the Warlock, first and foremost. Alright, what can Uddhava do here to pull back this game? He needs to produce a kill. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. Failed all alone test. Wearing helmets on everyone doesn't pay off all the time, and this is one of the instances where it doesn't pay off. Probably he has succeeded on. Oh wow, yeah, he's gonna go and kill. Good choice. And succeeds to bypass the parry. Makes up for it with a miss, but it's gonna be a kill. Gonna lose in second black Skaven here. Markuskein that is. And they are breathing down each other's neck. Still a bit of an advantage to Markuskein, I feel like. But at least he's doing something here. Can he get to the Globadier? I think he should do a charge to the Globadier. The Globadier is one of the most dangerous units that Markuskein still has available to him. He has the Doomweaver and the Globadier, those are his only heroes left remaining. So charge the Globadier. You see how much faster. Wow, why? Why charge the Warp Guard? I don't get that. Yes, yes, you could probably disengage from that, but you could have moved with the leader and then reinforced and caught up. Yeah, I don't know. Could have done much more with that. Like healing up the marksman. Is it really a valuable amount of red pills here to waste it on? That's a normal deny the heretic, but it hits 5 people, so that's very, very efficient. I think he wishes that he had mastered the deny the heretic, but maybe he was going through some tactic here that he wants to stack a mastered deny the heretic with an unmastered one. As his one of his warriors already died, could have been the case. Oh, madcaps and black hangers taking a little bit more damage here to try and finish this marksman off. Succeeds at a dodge and does a little bit of damage. I could use insult here, why not? This guy is in sidestep, but at least he's locked down for the moment by Markuskein. Yeah, I think we might see another kill here by Markuskein down on Uddhava. So many units. It's all about what can the Warlock actually pull this back? I don't know. The Warlock's gonna take 60 damage, but at least he can use 4 spells next turn and hopefully he can do a lot of damage. But who will he do damage to? As you can see, there are not that many units of Markuskein that are really hurt right now, and they can focus fire down. On the contrary, there are more units for Uddhava that are pretty hurt. Fiddler here should probably be taken out. I don't like this going with Black Hunger all the time, because he's making damage needlessly for units that he will probably have killed anyway. He's gonna use Adrenaline Rush now. Yeah, so he took 60 damage to deliver 40 damage to this unit. Of course he killed him, but yeah, here you have your unit, Markuskein. He's the one. He's the one that's available to be killed. Not much worth it anyway. I mean, the walkers are mostly as tanky. Picker taking more damage. Yeah, I think no. Let's use insult on him so he can be hit. It's not like anyone is hitting these walk guards anyway. You can see an overview of the battlefield. I think this game is already done in favor of Markuskein. I don't see any real opportunity here for Uddhava to fight back. He's like, I think he had a good chance here with Whiskey Yak. He could have charged into the Globadier, done a little bit of damage, could have done more damage with the Warlock coming up. Maybe getting another unit in there with a disengage. But now, yeah, I just I don't see it happening. It's too many wrong calls, it's too many characters going down, too many characters locked in, limiting options. It's just this Sergeant Whiskey Yak that can really do anything here for Uddhava. And he's locked himself into this fight. Well, he could disengage from it, but it's still unnecessary. I think. I would lock down Sergeant Whiskey Jack here from behind. Yeah, I mean, poor choice of the firebomb for that, but apparently going into the Master Web of Steel character like you're doing here. It's just a slow grind now, I feel like. Still, what is it? 24 points down in morale for Uddhava. He needs to lose that before he thinks about this. Could have started by taking the actual idol, but of course the assassin did die, and he would have just reclaimed it somewhere else. Okay, Warlock, you're one of the few units that can do really respectable damage here. Who are you gonna go down and really fire it up on? Time is ticking. 1/3 of the turn is done for. Succeeded at his stupidity test. That's good. Gonna have to take one more in the next turn. That's it. Focusing on Strange Love. Well, probably to get Whiskey Yak off of there, but why did Whiskey Yak go in there to begin with? That's the problem. Well, I can actually do that. Yeah, Whiskey Yak could fight himself loose from this. Really use most of only rush and really finish it. Oh, that hurts. That's just hurtful. Couldn't even use concentration. Oh, that's even more hurtful. Oh, that's even more hurtful. Wow. So take 6 damage and not do any damage, and then hurting your own units. That was really hurtful. I saw that while the fear hit 2 of Uddhava's units, including the Warlock, and just 1 of Markuskein's. That's hurtful. Sealing the deal. The unchecked Doomweaver and the unchecked Globadier will probably finish this game off here very soon. Wow, some nice hits. And there are units getting damaged for Markuskein, but well, some units of Markuskein's are really getting hurt here, but wow, this would look, just a charge on that. I'm just saying 60 damage and then just kill him with the warp lightnings. It would have been perfect if he was out in the open. Oh, I mean with the lightning blasts. I might want to finish off the marksman now. You can just use an aim on the marksman and kill him. Just let loose those 2 warp guards with him. Yeah, you even got a worse chance now. Oh, perfect. Just gonna see a kill here now. Yeah, just kill him. Kill the marksman. You always feel like he's annoying. You know he's gonna be healed up otherwise. Okay, Let's do a failed shot on Sergeant Whiskey Yak. We do know that the marksman is gonna do that. Oh, wow, that's lucky. That's so lucky. We do know that the marksman here is gonna die. Wow. Wow. No critical hit resistance, huh? Barely any for Uddhava, and it's actually hurting him. So I was saying that we do know that the marksman is gonna go down, and it's gonna be a route test with after another character goes down. But who's gonna be the second character to go down? And I think we have our answer here. It's gonna be Sergeant Whiskey Yak. Yeah, this is why you do get some critical hit resistance. Uddhava completely neglected that. And he's been paying for it. I mean, this character, he's up to 49% now, but he doesn't start like that. And he should have a much lower chance to score all of these critical hits on Uddhava's units. He's paying for this now. You can do a nice spiteful manifestation, killing off the marksman. Okay, go outside of the area then. I mean, you see the area over there, right? In the right side of the corner. He could go there and just make the spell cheaper. He's not doing that. Okay, let's see if he suffers from flare once again. Yeah, we saw this option right at the start. We've now lost half of your time again. See, it's never an issue with yeah, fail. Let's see if there's a flare. It would be so unlucky. No. It's never really an issue with amount of time given here to Markuskein, I think. It's the issue of how you use that time. There we go. There we go. Wow, that's so nice. Killing the warlock as well as the damn marksman in one go, in one single spell. Yep, there he is. His corpse is gone. Gonna see a route test here, and probably has a pretty good chance of making that at least 60% since the failing it. Alright. So congratulations to Markuskein, you go on in the winner's bracket, and Uddhava going down to face Slavier. Thank you guys for... Let's actually go and see a little bit how it looks like now. A moment. So here we are, we see Markuskein 173 over Uddhava. He's gonna take on Talon in the winner's bracket here. And the winner there is gonna face off against Hole Poker. And then Uddhava is gonna take on Slavier, and the winner there is gonna face off against Crowley. So a very interesting game here. It was at least somewhat even. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you for the next game. Farewell.